Here's my 14.5 inch own carbine build that I made myself with the Daniel Defense 9-inch M4 rail. Making this video just for you, so you can learn how to mess with the Daniel Defense M4 rail, which I'm absolutely sold on because it's an awesome rail. There's absolutely no movement at all in it. It's solid. I mean, I can jerk around on my forward vertical grip and mess with it. It doesn't move if you install it right. So what you first need are two tools: your own little spanner wrench that they designed specifically for the M4 rail, and those three little protuberances fit in the slots that go around this first ring. I don't know what you would call it. And also you need your own barrel nut wrench that you can get from anyone. And these three, the side with the three prongs works the best. You can't use that side on the Daniel Defense barrel nut. Anyways, first you get your little spanner wrench and pop it on this nut and loosen it. Alright, I loosened it. All I need to do is finish loosening the nut. And what this thing actually does is it secures, I'll show you, it secures the quad rail to the barrel nut. It's actually what's connecting your quad rail to your rifle. Once you get it loose, you can see you can slide the quad rail all the way off past your gas block, so on, all the way off the end of the barrel. If you look closely right there, there's an indexing pin on this side. This right here underneath is your actual Daniel Defense barrel nut. There's an indexing pin on this side and an indexing pin on this other side. That's what keeps your quad rail from rotating. Those fit into these holes. So it's basically an anti-rotation device. If you've kind of seen the Luru Tactical quad rail, it's similar. Same idea. Once you pop this quad rail on there and then tighten this thing, there should be no rotation. Alright, I've taken the quad rail completely off. All you just need to do is slide it past the gas block. Here's your gas tube. All you need to do then is take out your handy dandy barrel nut wrench. Pop it on your barrel nut and loosen it. Oh, first you got to get, if you want to loosen it or tighten it, you have to get the gas tube out, which is a pain in the butt. You have to pop this little pin out, slide the gas tube forward or back into the upper receiver and then off, so you can rotate your barrel nut. That being your barrel nut. If you'll see why you can't rotate your barrel nut, because the gas tube is going through it and then into your upper receiver. So once you get the gas tube off, what your problem is, it's probably the barrel nut itself wasn't torqued to the right values or has just worked itself loose over time. So you're going to have to retorque it to the right value, and then to the next hole you got to line up the next hole so the gas tube will fit through perfectly. And you want to align this exactly perfectly. You can look through this hole, use the gas tube as an alignment tool with your upper receiver. Otherwise, once you put your rail on, it won't be perfectly aligned, which I do the lining up. I slide the quad rail on and off until I get it perfectly lined up with the upper receiver, and then I tighten, and then I know I'm done tightening the barrel nut. Once you have your barrel nut torqued to the right value and rotated to the next hole, you don't want to loosen it to the next hole. If you loosen it to the next hole, then you'll have a loose quad rail again. So you tighten it to the next hole, line it up perfectly, install your gas tube and your gas block and your upper receiver, and then you're ready to rock. Then all you have to do is get your quad rail, slide it on over the barrel, fit the indexing pins into the holes right there. Then just tightening down this thing with your spanner wrench, whatever you call it, the nut, with your spanner wrench down really tight, and you should have absolutely no play, no movement, and you should have a wonderfully beautiful little rifle.